Rule 1. The article entitled Growing Weaker Kids with Early Exposure to Gadgets, written by Amin Kamal, is an explanation article as the writer is explaining on how do the technological revolutions and digital transformation are affecting the babies, toddlers, and young children when they are being unrestrainedly exposed from the younger age. Rule 2. The article entitled Growing Weaker Kids with Early Exposure to Gadgets, written by Amin Kamal, is an article that explains how do the technological revolutions and digital transformations are affecting the younger children when they are being unrestrainedly exposed from the younger age. The younger children are the victims of the hyper-advanced technologies that kept being misused by their parents as their children's entertainment. The issue has risen as early as the children are introduced to the gadget by their parents. The children who are being unrestrainedly exposed to gadgets from the younger age are said to grow weaker because the negative rewards of the gadget have weakened their underdeveloped minds, which will be affecting their underdeveloped personalities and characters. All in all, it is the whole society's responsibility to keep young children around them from being addicted to these technological revolutions and digital transformations. In my opinion, he is a credible writer based on several reasons. Firstly, he is a head of science and technology at AME Research, a think tank focusing on strategic policy recommendations based on rigorous research. AME's empirical-based findings are unsparing in its data-driven and unbiased accuracy. Basically, Amin is one of the thinkers in this huge group. I believe to become a think tank in a massive group that stands from a group of people with great achievements background and sit together to discuss national and international issues is not a one-night journey. It takes a whole life sacrifice of so many things to be eligible to be called a think tank. Second, for 8 years and 3 months, he was a technology development manager in My Biomass. This job is a science-centric people occupation. During his time there, he has successfully screened over 90 technologies providers, evaluated 20, and assessed 10 projects in the field of renewables, which is spanning renewable fuels, chemicals, materials, and energy, industrial biotechnology, and life sciences. This is a proof that his experience, knowledge, and interests in sciences are very broad that we can assure that he could apply his knowledge in this field wisely whenever he needs to. Besides, he was a full overseas scholarship holder in Bachelor of Science in Biotechnology from the University of South Wales, Sydney, Australia. From the school's name itself, we can tell how tight the competition among their students to get their places in that school, and he was one of those. Together with that, he has his Bachelor of Science in Biotechnology, which is a science-driven program. Therefore, we could make our own conclusions that with his widely broad knowledge, experience, and interest in science, he is eligible enough to produce an article that discusses about science-driven topic. Rule 5. The article is written to inform the readers how do the early introduction and unrestrained use of gadgets to young children are affecting their underdeveloped personalities and characters. The writer wrote facts about the technology that have made our lives so much easier in terms of communication, but he also questioned the readers if they feel these benefits make them way better people and superior at adjusting to the tension of real life. The article mentioned that the extremely wonders of cyberspace have challenged the real-world appearance that it appears very mundane in the human's mind. Most importantly, the article proved that the over-reward of dopamine, which caused by excessive gadget induced of underdeveloped minds, can affect children in so many aspects. This can be seen in the phrase, as dopamine also influences many parts of human behavior and physical functions such as learning, motivation, heart rate, kidney function, mood, attention, sleep, pain processing, and others. The over-rewarded brains of underdeveloped minds that have operated with mostly high-speed interactions may find learning, information processing, emotional regulation, social interaction, overcoming challenges, empathizing with others, or simply to wait in a queue to be very difficult. The article is written to inform how do the early introduction and unrestrained use of gadgets to young children are affecting their underdeveloped personalities and characters. The writer wrote facts about the technology that have made our lives so much easier in terms of communication, but he also questioned the readers if they feel these benefits make them way better people and superior at adjusting to the tension of real life. The article mentioned that the extremely wonders of cyberspace have challenged the real-world appearance that it appears very mundane in the human's mind. His view is based on his knowledge and experience as a person who have been rolling in science field for more than 15 years. For instance, he has been working as a technology development manager for 8 years and 3 months and currently holding position in ME research as the head of science and technology. The knowledge and experience he gained from becoming a science communication tutor for Samsung Solve for Tomorrow competition was implied in the article when he mentioned that I posit that early introduction and unrestrained use of gadgets to babies, toddlers, and young children involving high-speed, highly interactive mediums of human interface and high levels of visual and audio stimuli could contribute to a powerful rewiring of human growth and development, both mental and physiological, to be counterproductive in many aspects to what real life entails. The writer believes that the younger children who are being unrestrainedly exposed to the technological revolutions and digital transformation from a younger age will get their minds affected and grow less resilient to challenges of reality. Besides, the writer also believes that the proper use of technology will contribute to the negative effect too, that it is the children may chip away virtues such as hard work, patience, and delayed gratification. Also, the writer believes that the development of both physiological and mental will be ineffective in many angles to the life demand if the children are being unrestrainedly exposed to gadgets. This can be seen in the phrase, I posit that early introduction and unrestrained use of gadgets to babies, toddlers, and young children involving high-speed, highly interactive mediums of human interface and high levels of visual and audio stimuli could contribute to a powerful rewiring of human growth and development, both mental and physiological, to be counterproductive in many aspects to what real life entails. I strongly agree with the writer's stance. Being a younger child, their social circle are still small, where their guardians need to get them used to interact with their peers. This is the phase when their interactive skills, empathy skills, and communication skills are being built by their interaction with their peers. Being children also is a phase when they are supposedly taught with good moral values and learn to value everything even with the simplest word. Easier said, they need to have physical contact and socialize themselves with others so they could build their characteristics. However, those children who are spending hours on their gadget are lacking these experiences. This is because they are not socializing with their real friends. Instead, they choose to be friends with their online games and friends. Without physical touch and contact from the nature, these children would grow physically less strong than their other peers who enjoy their childhood with building memories with nature and environment. Secondly, cyberspace is all about rapid technology growth that will continuously develop from time to time to give humans the maximum level of the pleasures of life. Technology is getting much advanced day by day with the powerful predictive search and artificial intelligence AI and could possibly give humans everything they want in just a millisecond. When children are having excessive screen time than a normal kid should have, they are likely to be in their own world. It means that they do not realize how much time they have had their screen time, how many apps they have accessed, and how fast time flies, because the hyper-speed technology has killed their focus on anything that blocked them from continue enjoying the miracle of the hyper-speed cyberspace, which means anything that takes their time longer than their on-screen time. As a result, when they have been accustomed to the fake reality that everything they want must be super quickly done, it should be hard for them to readapt themselves to the reality of life. Due to that, they could also become more irritable or less tolerant to people around them. Lastly, the most important development in early childhood social cognition is the development of theory of mind. Kids use theory of mind to explain their own behavior to others by telling them what they think and want, and they interpret other people's talk and behavior by considering their thoughts and wants. But could we see if kids who physically do not socialize with others because they are too busy with their gadgets or to develop this theory? If they do, it would not be as much as kids who are grown in the community who practice good physical communication. Rule 10. The visual aspect of the text is significant because the headline of the article, which is growing weaker kids with early exposure to gadgets, correlated with a large-sized photo of a little girl who is playing on a tablet computer on a sofa lonely in a dark space, looking like she is not being put under elder surveillance. The photo is not cropped at all. Instead, it is enlarged and shown in the big size as the writer is being serious to discuss the matter. The readers are positioned as a society who have babies, toddlers, and young children around them, no matter how they are interconnected to each other. The photo is significant to create an urgent call to action as it makes the viewers are called to look at children around them and start to pay more attention to them.